back to my channel. Coach VK here with another video, and today's task is going to be none other than meal prep. All right, so many times people want to know, what exercise do I get started with, what's the best for my body type, but the biggest question is, what do I eat? I know I had that question. What do I eat? Like, can I still have burgers or what? Like, your girl likes wings. I mean, am I able to still have that? No, like, for real. Can I still have wings? So, today we are going to go over a little bit of meal prep, and hopefully I can answer some questions that you guys may have out there in regards to what do I eat, how much of it do I eat, when do I eat it, things of that nature. So, let's get started. All right, so as you guys can see, I have already been to the grocery store. Here are some of my items here. We've got, this is gonna be a pretty simple meal prep. We've got some oats here, gotta have our fruits, some strawberries there, plenty of chicken breast. We've got some almonds, a few seasonings. We've got ground turkey, specifically 93% lean. You have to make sure that you're paying very close attention to the percentages on all of your meats when you are getting them for multiple of reasons. That's going to tell you kind of how much fat you've got. And then for our carbs, we've got some brown rice, we've got sweet potatoes, you'll see here some grapefruit, tomato and asparagus. So all of that will be cooked in the extra virgin olive oil for the little bit that we do use. This is a non-stick cooking spray. It actually has 0 calories, so very, very macro friendly. All right, then we've got just some little things here on the side that's gonna help us with prepping, such as foil and what do you call these? Portion bags. So anyhow, these are all going to be helpful in our prep. So let's get started. Additionally, you're gonna need some meal prep bowls. There are 2 versions. There's one with no sections, and then there are some with sections. The sections range from 2 to 3 different sections. You can get these on Amazon or Groupon. I will drop a link for some in the description. Once the chicken has been cleaned, we're gonna drop about 3 tablespoons of balsamic vinaigrette for 2 pounds of chicken. And we're gonna mix that in real good and make sure that we got all the chicken covered. And we're gonna put that in the fridge for about 20 minutes while we prep the remainder of our food. This is gonna be a 1-pan dish. Okay, so now guys, we are going to prep the remainder of this meal. So this meal is going to have chicken, asparagus, and a little bit of cherry tomatoes. Again, as I stated, this is going to be a 1-pan type of dish. So as with all things, you want to make sure that your food is prepped accordingly. So we definitely want to make sure that our produce has been washed. So just place that, take your asparagus, just kind of rinse that in the sink. Cool water, of course. You can make sure it's nice and fresh. All right. Because this is a 1-pan, I've already lined it with foil. And we're gonna take all of our asparagus and place that on the pan like so. So asparagus is very simple and easy to cook if you're cooking it alone. Typically I would just put it on a pan just like this, and I would put a little bit of salt and pepper, drizzle a little bit of olive oil on it, and But today we are going to put the asparagus, and then we're gonna put a little bit of cherry tomatoes. And put those cherry tomatoes on there as well. Oop. We lost a few, no worries. Guys, I love tomatoes. Like, I can eat tomatoes all the time. Alright, so as I told you, I'm going to take a little crushed sea salt. And then we're going to take a little bit of black pepper. Okay, guys, so once you have all of that on your pan together, you're going to set your oven to 425 for baking. And this is going to cook for about 15 to 20 minutes. So another great reason why the one pan is going to be great is because that is also the same exact temperature as our sweet potatoes will need to be covered. They can actually go in the oven on a pan or even in the oven by itself. But of course, sometimes they slip through the little cracks there. So I like to just place them on top of some foil and you can put them in. It's gonna be kind of plain Jane. All we're gonna do is scramble it. We're gonna put that on a medium heat. Because it is a, so this turkey is gonna be kind of plain Jane. All we're gonna do is scramble it. We're gonna season it with some Italian seasoning. It does need to be on just a medium to medium low heat because it is very lean. Therefore, meaning it doesn't have a whole lot of fat, so it can burn very easily or stick easily. All right, and so again, we're just going to scramble that until done. So the oven is now ready at 425. So we are now going to put our chicken on. Now I use tongs because it keeps from piercing the chicken. I find that when the chicken is pierced, of course, you know, the moisture tends to leave the chicken. And most people don't like chicken breast because they always think it's too dry. So try to keep from doing that. So we're gonna place our chicken there. All right, so we're going to put that into the oven. And we're gonna set the timer for about 20 minutes. Our turkey is completed. We can turn that off and we can set that in place in my rice cooker. And we're going to bag our strawberries, almonds, oats, and grapefruit. All right. So the strawberries, according to my personal meal plan, I need 8 of them total. So what we're gonna do is simply just bag them. The almonds, I need a total of 14. We're gonna do the exact same thing for the almonds. My oats are for, I take oats 2 times a day for my first meal and my first snack. Both have a half a cup. So these little portion baggies are very nice because as you can see, there is quarter, half, 3/4, and a cup. So it really portions it out for you if you didn't have a measuring spoon. So for me, just to save on bags, I'm going to place my full cup for my both times in this one bag. So again, I have a half a cup in my first meal and a half a cup in my second. So it's gonna give me a total of 1 full cup. Guys, these are extremely easy because for the entire week, you can go ahead and prep all of your breakfast and you are set to go. You don't have to cook anymore and it's gonna look just like with our almonds. These are just some plain raw almonds. They are unsalted. They are very good for both protein and also fiber. Very important. So for my particular meal plan, it's a total of 14. Yes, I do count almonds almond counting is real. I have plenty of friends who laugh when they see me. They're like, girl, you're counting almonds? Yes, okay? Because they are also a fat. They are a healthy fat, but they are a fat. That said, too many of them can turn into not so good. All right, so as you can see, our timer has ended. So we are now, ooh, look at that, guys. We are now taking out our chicken and asparagus. Now, the potatoes, I have left the potatoes in the oven. Those are gonna stay on 425 for 45 minutes total. So these still have about 30 minutes to go. This is a really good meal plan for anyone who is just starting out. It is also a good plan for anyone, but everyone's macros are going to be different. And a macro is simply just a breakdown of what your carbohydrates, your proteins, and your fats are going to be. That is going to be different for every person. If anyone gives you a meal plan that is kind of cookie cutter and it's the same for everyone, you want to kind of steer clear of that person, honestly. But everyone's macros are going to be different. So I do recommend at some point in your journey to make sure that you get a more detailed and customized plan. Now, that being said, it is going to cause for you to be able to have to weigh your food. I personally just have a scale here. I think it was like $10 from Walmart. And what I do simply is just line it with plastic wrap. And then when I get ready to weigh my food, I just simply put it on top. There are, oh, guess I'm struggling today. Now, there are ways that you can do so for when we are out and about. Let's say you get stuck at a restaurant, things of that nature, like your full hand being a cup. So there are some little tricks there that you can learn. But when at home, I definitely do weigh my food. So as you can see, I've already placed a half a cup of brown rice in our containers. I'm now going to place 6 spears of asparagus. The tomato is just for flavoring, so a few of the tomato in the container. And then I am going to place 2 ounces of chicken on top. Okay, gang. So as you can see, we've got all of our food portioned out. So we've got our snacks here. We've also got all of our food. So we are ready and set to go for the week. So we finished our meal prep. Be sure you make sure also that you get plenty of water within there. A good rule of thumb, half your body weight in ounces. So if you weigh 200 pounds, you guessed it, 100 ounces of water, all right? I hope this video was helpful for you. Everyone, again, is going to be different in what they need to eat. Everyone has different diets, but hopefully this gives you a start to your new journey. As always, health and happiness. Peace.